Welcome back for another update. Let's take a look at ADA USDT. This is the 4-hour on Binance. Not much has changed from a price action point of view. We haven't had any invalidation. So if you recall, last video was centered around the assumption that this part here was the low of wave 4 correction complete, and that price was printing a wave 1, followed by the A, B, C, and then a wave 3, complete with the Donald Trump tweet. And then price was printing a correction, and I was looking for this correction to end up before this level of invalidation, because as you know, leading diagonals, they cannot, at least the wave 4 correction cannot go lower than the start, or sorry, the end of wave 2. And so price has made a bottom around 64.82. I think it was a few days ago on the 10th of March. Since that, the correction is complete. You have an A, B, and 5 wave down for the C. Well, actually, let me go dig into this, because I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So correction technically appears to be complete. We have 5 wave down for the C. Let's look at the retracement levels. How much did the C go? Either 100% of A or more than that. And we reached barely 100% of A. Yeah. 100% of wave A, I think it was in the previous video, as a target, could have price go as low as 61.28. So technically we have a wave 4 of a leading diagonal correction complete. Now we want to see price print the 5th leg of this leading diagonal, so it's aiming at going to the upside. One thing I was looking before making recording the video is the volume we got on this end of the C leg of this wave 4 correction. I would have liked to see more enthusiasm from buyers and sellers, meaning more volume. It's pretty tamed, yeah. So it could be an indication that this area where the price stopped was not a big area of interest. And I'm hinting at potentially this 100% extension here could have seen a much more dense volume. Right now we have what looks like a 1, 2. Wait a second. 1, 2. And that looks like an A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, 2, 3, 4, 5. For B, that's not possible. I don't know what is that. It could be a 1, 2, and we are about to make another 1 to have a 1, 2, 1, 2, a nesting formation. You might be tempted to look at the inverse head and shoulder pattern. I'm not a big fan of those. I was using them a lot when I started many years ago, because I didn't know better and they look to be easy to spot and easy to get in and out. But they tend to fail quite significantly, like big time. So I've rolled them out, so that's why I'm not gonna mention it as a potential reversal pattern with a target. What I love for targets in between extremes, so if you take the extreme of 3rd of March and the low formed, assumed to be end of wave 4 correction of this leading diagonal on the 11th of March, you trace, you plot the 70.2% retracement of Fibonacci. If you watch the previous video on XRP update, you can see all the 70.2% retracement level which were hit with astounding precision and generated a reversal. Yeah. So should price ever break this seem to be a resistance area right here between this low and this part here. Yeah, I can even go higher to this one. Should price break above this chunk of resistance, let's call it between 70.2% on the downside at 75.73, and I'm gonna guess 78.20. Price breaks this with volume, then it's likely that we will reach price will get to the 70.2%, and that will be an opportunity to look at whether we have the beginning of a fifth to the upside. So remember, leading diagonals of expanding nature, because you have leading diagonals that can be contracting, but leading diagonals of expanding nature, the fifth wave goes higher than the top of wave 3. That was in my previous video on ADA as well, but they don't go that high. Okay, so it's possible that price will break this level at $1.17. I think that was the title of the previous video, but will fail to reach this ascending trend line that is connecting the top of wave 1 and wave 3. So somewhere in this area is probably where we could see, if this is what is playing out, the wave 5 of this leading diagonal ending. Yeah. But first thing first, we want to have price break above this area. We want to see volume. I'd like to see a bit more volume. I know it's the weekend, but the volume is just dying out. Dying. So even on the pump trump, the downside to the pump trump was really thick in volume. The B leg of this ABC was still thick in volume, but not as intense as the A leg. So more volume on the downside, less volume on the upside, and the C leg saw a complete disappearance of the volume. So that the volume indicator in itself, if you take just that and look at the price action, it's not reassuring too much in terms of the bullish momentum underlying the asset at the moment. Yeah. However, and that's why I like Elliott wave a lot, it gives you invalidation levels. For as long as the invalidation, meaning the low of wave 2 at 58.13, for as long as this is not broken, then you can still consider that the leading diagonal option is still playing out, and we should see price break to the upside to form the fifth leg, which could possibly end up in this green triangle between 117 and roughly 130. Yeah, so that's my expectation. That's it for the update on Cardano. Hope you liked it. Have a nice weekend. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.